Hey guys, welcome to Cheat Sheet with me, Sneha. Today we're talking about VFX and special effects, and I'm here to talk to the man responsible for films like Ravan, Krish 3, Fan, and more recently, Phillauri. I'm at the Redchillies VFX office in Mumbai, and we're talking to Harry Hingorani. Phillauri is up for release, and Anushka Sharma as the friendly ghost is making all the right noises. And
Thank you.
are going to take me through the process of how you brought this character to life, ironically enough.
We wanted to give her like beige kind of a look, not like white. Normally, what people imagine about ghosts, you see white sari she wears here and all that.
This Hindi film
we wanted to kind
stereotype.
of go a little different because we wanted to make a film for children. So the idea was not to show her legs in the beginning. That's how it started. Basically, let's create a lehenga which is transparent and you don't see her legs.
Just the upper body of
The upper body will be real and the lower body will be completely VFX. That was the idea,
Right.
which people have not noticed. But I think once they watch, they will start noticing.
So that's what you see on the
if you
screen right now.
Yeah, the gold dust is actually following her and kind of settling down and forming her image.
What are these waveforms that we see on the screen? It looks really complicated to me.
These are nodes basically. So what happens?
that
This is a compositing software called Nuke.
Okay.
Okay, standard now worldwide it's been used. And what happens when we do when we track a model, then it goes through 3D where we texture it, then it kind of goes into simulation. With simulation, what they do, they render out 10 layers. The particle layer is separate, the light affecting layers is separate. Then you can see these pleats. That layer you get it separately. So those 10 layers you get it, and that's how you combine everything together with the actual footage. Where she's harnessed, you remove that harness first and replace it with 3D model.
I know you can't show us too much of the making of Phillauri because the film's just released, but you are going to talk to us about another amazing project that you worked on. A lot of work went into Fan.
Correct.
So you're going to show me how
Sure.
you created Shah Rukh Khan's character in Fan.
Adi called me and Ketan in his office and with Manish. The idea was basically they wanted to create something which nobody has done till now. They wanted to show Shah Rukh Khan as a look-alike. We started the whole test and director said, I want to see him round shape face, and so in this...
So the first test that you see is quite far away from what we actually
Yeah,
see.
and director wanted to kind of give him a little bit curly hair, not wavy, curly hair, kind of make him look very different and like Garib, like poor guy. So we went through, photo with different hairstyle, different nose. But the nose, as prosthetic, what happens? You are adding it. So when you add things, it starts to become bigger and bigger. Instead of looking cute, he was not looking cute anymore. Finally, what we arrived at this last test,
Gaurav.
where the prosthetic was very minimal, only here. So with naked eye, you normally don't see this area because when the person is talking, you kind of focus more on T-zone area, which is eyes, nose, and lips.
So the tape does what?
Basically pulling the skin before kind of putting the appliances, so kind of sticks properly because you're shooting for 8 hours and it needs to be there. Otherwise, what happens is it keeps moving. So forehead area, basically because of tapes, obviously we had to remove those tapes. Wherever his hair was, like smartly what the director did, most of the time you see his hair is down, so most of the time we have covered his tapes. Eyebrows, Manish and Adi was very clear because they wanted his eyebrows to be different, not like SRK signature eyebrows, which you can form S. So we made it straighter in this with the help of VFX and compositing. Director had reference, basically he wanted to match his body with Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na footage, where he showed, where you can see his body, it's very similar to what we have done here.
How involved was Shah Rukh Khan in the entire process of VFX himself?
Oh, this time, for this film, he was giving at least 15 to 18 hours. So he used to sit for makeup for 3 to 4 hours, then shoot continuously for another, 8 to 12 hours depending on the shift.
I'm curious to know what his inputs were with his nose being shrunk and his dimple being removed and 2 inches shorter. I don't know, what were his inputs on the entire thing? Did he like how Gaurav looked?
Oh, he loved it because when we went through tests for 6 months, he used to come and kind of, tell us about what he likes, what he doesn't like. So we used to keep on improving on that. That was obviously it. When it comes to face and all that, it has to go through him completely.
This was really amazing, and it just makes me wonder what all you can do with me on VFX and prosthetics. And I think anything, almost anything can be done just using this software, right?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you give us time.
So thank you so much. That's the idea of the show, to just give everyone a chance to know what goes into making movies.
Thank you.
Thanks. It was a pleasure talking to you, Harry. Thank you.
For more videos like this, subscribe to Film Companion. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. We're everywhere.